Hello and welcome. Thank you, ladies, so very much for hanging out with me this evening while we do our total life transformation. I'm so excited to be with you all. I'm so excited that you guys were just interested in changing your life for the better, making them look more like God. You know, as God's children, it is His desire for us to just bloom and grow and be prosperous in great health, love, just all of these wonderful things. And I just want to say thank you all so very much for tuning in. So, for tonight's total life transformation, we are going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about where you guys are right now, where it is that you desire to be, and how it is that you can get there. If you guys are not familiar with me, my name is Marlia Breon Hall. I am a wife, a mother of six, an author, a speaker, accountability coach. Every single day, I help women to become everything they were created to be. No missing pieces, no lack. And that's what I want for you. So ladies, I just want to say thank you. The first thing I would like to do right now, though, is to begin with my story and why total life transformation is something that I believe we all should be able to experience. It's something that I believe that it's just a promise from God, honestly. In my own story, I don't have the perfect story. I have a lot of brokenness in my life and just so many moments where God just had to literally save me so that I could see the light of another day. When I was 6 years old, I was molested by someone in my neighborhood, and my entire world just turned upside down, really. I don't know how to explain it. Everything went from being super amazing to just tragedy, and that was my life. That was a story and a situation and a circumstance that I chose to keep secret for a very long time. Even though my parents were suspecting that something had happened to me, I denied everything year after year. I said, no, everything's okay. There's nothing wrong, because of just fear and shame and just all of those things that happen. Ladies, I want you guys to know that it does not matter where your story starts. You, with God's help, determine where it ends. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I went on from being this 6-year-old girl who was just super confused and not really knowing who to be, to becoming this full-time actress. I became a people pleaser. Whatever made everybody happy, whatever kept people comfortable, I walked in that. I did things. I dated people that I should not have dated. I made terrible, bad decisions, whether I was trying to be popular and hang out with the cool girls, or just, I don't know, in a situation that seemed desperate and I just had to make a way. I just made decision after decision that got me into a place of just complete destruction. I found myself at the age of 23, after making a lot of bad decisions and not really loving myself correctly and settling for people and just spaces. I found myself with 2 children, living at home in my mom and dad's house, sharing a bedroom with my kids and not having a job. That is where I was at 23 years old. I was a single mom. I was a crazy statistic. Even though my parents were married and they're still married, how I became this woman. And I was sad and I was depressed and I had a real hard time just seeing the light of day. Now, I didn't stay in anything really long for a really long time. I didn't stay in that dark space. Praise be to God that He saved me. I remember I was with my youngest son, so my children are less than 2 years apart, like a year and a half, a little over a year and a half apart. And when my second son was born, I had just found out that his dad was cheating on me with someone that I knew, someone that I've had conversations with and lunch with, someone that I kind of trusted. And my whole world was shattered, like, oh my goodness, the love of my life. I thought we were about to get married. And now I'm at home with these 2 babies, and my youngest son was just a baby. He's doing the whole nursing through the night, not sleeping. This was probably within a month or 2 of him being born. All of these things I found out, and was back at home with my mom and dad. And my son, though, that night, I had done everything that the doctors tell you to do, check to see if he's fed and is he changed and is he comfortable, all these things, but he would just not stop crying. And in those first stages, if you are a mom, you could probably relate. Those first few days, those first few months, when you're not getting sleep, it could be a bit difficult. And when I tell you, ladies, it was difficult. It was so difficult that I found myself crying. I mean, full blown snot. Like, I can't nurse him anymore. He won't go to sleep. Like no one's here to help me. And there were people there, but because I was all in my own ways and didn't want to ever ask for help, I just suffered in silence in my bedroom. That night I cried out to God and I said I could not take it anymore. Like, I never saw myself in the middle of the night raising children on my own. And if you're a mom and you're a single mom at that, there are moments where you just want someone to be like, hey, could you just take the baby? Or someone who just cares about you and just is there to be the man and to support you with this baby. I didn't have that. It was just me trying to figure it all out. So that night I felt really alone. And I cried out to God and I said, God, I feel lonely and I feel like you are far away and I don't feel like you are here. And if you do not come and save me, we're not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. These beautiful babies of yours, they're not going to make it, God. I need you. God, being God, spoke so gently to me and let me know that he had been there all this time and he was right there with me and that I would make it through the night. Somehow during my crying and my praying, my son went to sleep in my arms and I was able to get one of the best nights of sleep I had ever had at that time. From there, I began seeking God. I was reading his word. I was praying day in and day out, like, I'm going to do this thing right. Like, I had heard about you, at church when I was younger with my mom, and I was trying to do the whole walk with God thing, Christian thing, but like, I'm ready. I'm ready to let go of all my old mess and all my bad habits and really just transform into the woman you're desiring me to be. Because this girl who I've become with the choices that I made while I had low self-esteem and did not know my worth or my purpose, like that girl, she made a lot of mistakes and she needs help. So God was right there to help me. He, one, showed me who I was in him. I was able to discover my identity and learn who it was that God said I was and what he had called me to do and be in my purpose. I also learned that this body that I had was not just for anybody. And it was for a man that would love me unconditionally, flaws and all, accept me, wife me, marry me, and we just spend the rest of our lives doing it until we go to eternity. And I don't mean having sex, but like doing it big, serving God's kingdom and his people, helping other people. He had promised me a peace that surpassed all understanding. And though in the beginning, when I was trying to figure out this whole single mom thing, moving back home with my parents and all the shame that came with that, I had to really develop this peace and learn how to just be able to rest and trust him, even though I didn't know how we were going to make it, even though I didn't know how things were going to be and if I was ever going to get married and if, my ex was going to get together and my boys, I just did not know, but I just had to find this peace and he showed me this peace that it'd be all right. I remember that I had to let go of a lot of friends in that season of my life when I first started, getting into where it was that I was going. And that hurt. Some people walked away just because things just happened and my life was changing and I was becoming a different person and they weren't down with the things I was down with and I wasn't down with the things that they were down with. But there were other people where God just said, yeah, y'all not going to have that kind of relationship anymore. And I had to be okay with that. I had to get a part of a group. I've actually been in 2 support and accountability groups that helped me go through the different journeys of my life. I got involved in activities and I started doing things that I love, like dancing and speaking and acting. I even got to be in 2 movies. 2 movies. One of them made it all the way to Lifetime and I still get paid for it today. So what I'm saying, ladies, is that it doesn't matter where your life starts. It can transform when we get God involved. So I got God involved. And like I said, he showed me who I was, which is so important, ladies. If you don't know who you are, you will settle for someone that you are not. And people will allow you to stay in a position that you're not as long as it serves their purpose. So we got to love ourselves more. God would also give you a peace that surpasses all understanding. So though you don't have all the money, though you don't have the home that you desire to live in, you're not in the relationship, and you're not fully walking in your purpose or don't know what it is, like he will just give you this peace that it's going to be all right. It's all working out for your good, like Romans 8:28 says. God will also allow you to just step into purpose and do things that make your heart go wild. Like, ladies, let me tell you, when I decided to get on this journey and cut ties with the people and the things that were keeping me bound and captive and not living my best life, God allowed me to experience some things. If you've ever heard of Cleveland, Ohio, if you live in Cleveland, Ohio, there is a wonderful Christian radio station called 95.5 The Fish. And for about 2.5 to 3 years, I was a blogger and a speaker for them. God opened up a door for me to do what it was that I love, to encourage women to transform their lives and to love themselves more. I was doing that years ago. That was 2013. I said I got to be in movies, which was amazing. I love acting. As a child, I used to act and be on stages in the Playhouse Theater and be written in the Plain Dealer. That's a Cleveland newspaper. But I was doing things, and God was allowing me to do those things again in my adulthood. Not only was I doing that, I was also dancing, which was a passion of mine, because when I grew up, I was a dancer and then gave up my dancing for sports and then gave up my sports for cheerleading. Like, y'all, my life I got a long and big story. But anyways, one of the best things that God did for me when I decided to love myself more and seek him in all his ways was that he allowed me to discover my purpose and this calling. And he gave me this vision of helping women all around the world to love him, to be loved by him, to walk in their power and authority and live life on their terms. I mean, a dream life, because with life with God, I mean, come on, ladies, it's just the best. He just gives you the best relationships, the greatest joy and peace, and he allows you to just experience things that are better than Disney movies. I say it all the time that sometimes my life feels like a Disney movie. I felt like I was just this girl who is by myself. Well, they didn't have, maybe one day they'll have single moms in Disney movies. Those would be interesting stories. But, just not having the best life, and then just things just colliding and you just having this beautiful thing with this man and kids, or, whatever. It just, all the feelings is what I'm saying God has been able to give me. Speaking of that, all the feelings, while I was walking in my purpose, this will be now, my children are maybe like 3, 4, maybe 4 and 5 at this time. But while walking my purpose, while speaking and encouraging single women, telling them that they can be everything that God said that they can be, my husband was sitting in the audience. He was a speaker with me at a conference, a women's empowerment conference. And we met. I would say we fell in love and got married, and it was all, life still happens. But we met, and God put him and I together and blessed me beyond measure. When I say I feel loved by God through a person, I feel loved. I feel appreciated. I feel valued by a person. And it feels like it's God sometimes using him to do this to me. And I didn't feel that with my ex. I didn't feel that with other people I had been with. But with my husband, with God's best. Oh, did I tell you guys I was celibate for almost 5 years? My husband and I also did not have sex until our wedding night. When I say total life transformation. But now I am 31 years old, married, 6 children, full-time entrepreneur, author, speaker, writer, accountability coach, helping women to change their lives all around the world. You see what God can do? I went from crying myself to sleep with no job in my mom and dad's house to creating 6 different sources of income in less than 10 years. And if you guys are anything like me, you didn't grow up in a home where parents had multiple streams of income. But this is what happens when you decide to totally transform your life with Jesus Christ. All right, ladies. So I just want to say thank you again so very much for just being here for the Total Life Transformation. I appreciate you all. And I just want to say that this is about to be a time, okay? There's going to be a time in your life where you get to start that journey of loving yourself more and giving God your yes and experiencing transformation in your life. So this is when right now I need you to grab your pen and paper because the transformation is about to begin. Oh, I wish I had some music. Oh, I wish I had some music. I did not plan on having any type of dance breaks or any music breaks, but right now I feel like that would have been a wonderful time for a dance break. When I throw my first conference, I'm going to make sure that we have plenty of dance breaks and music breaks. Please let me know what your favorite songs are. All right, ladies. So when it comes to total life transformation, it is going to be very important for us each, for you all, to have a vision for your life. This is the first thing I need you to know that you need to have, is you need to be able to see beyond your circumstances, see into your future, and see who God has called and created you to be. All right, ladies, thank you for that moment. I want you to see it. I want you to take the time, and you guys are just taking notes right now, so I want you to actually experience this later. But if you do, if anything does come to mind right now, ladies, I want you to just take the time to just see it. See everything in the fullness of who God called you to be. Not in your broken state, but you completely thriving with him. I mean, you saying that all things are possible through God who gives me strength. I can come out of depression. I can come out of living paycheck to paycheck. I can have a great relationship with my children. I can lose this weight. I can get healed from this. I can be in my right mind and be positive at all times and hopeful and have a peace that surpasses all understanding. Like, those things are promised to me from my Father, and I can walk into them. I can have the total life change in this area and that area. What is the full vision? If all things are possible, because all things are possible, where do you see yourself? And I'm not going to push you too hard tonight, but let's just say, end of the year, if everything that you desire to happen, what would happen this year? Would you move into a new home? Possibly pay off debt? Would you start that group and that space where you get to empower people and share with them the knowledge that you have? What would you do? In my vision, in my greatest vision, I see myself everywhere with all different kinds of people coming in all shapes and sizes and different colors and ethnicities, and really helping them to see themselves. I see interpreters on stages with me at conferences and as I travel around the world, helping people to hear the word that God has given me for them, to breathe new life into them and give them a new win for their next season of life. Like, I see it. I see me and my husband tag teaming, helping the youth, helping people in prison, helping the Black and brown communities to thrive. I see us building up entrepreneurs and teaching people how to dream and helping people to not just live their dream, but make money while living their dream. I see my babies speaking and teaching and being authors and chefs and artists and dancers and just doing all the wonderful things that God has said that they can do. I see it. I see my family thriving, my grandchildren thriving, their children thriving, and a full line and lineage that God has been planted, that God has been promised my people to be in full actualization because we did our part here. I see everything. I see movies and television shows written by me and my siblings and my friends and my husband and my kids, us creating great content that will change the world, planting good seeds into our babies' minds. I see everything. So what do you see? If your wildest dreams could come to pass, what would your relationships look like? What would you do full time? Who would you love and spend the rest of your life with? What would your body look like? What good seeds would you sow in the ground to help make this world a greater place so that when you're gone, your imprint is here? What would you do? How will you inspire and make this world beautiful? So I need you to first have a vision. All right. And one thing I want to let you guys know, if any of these things are difficult for you, know that I would love to serve you and really walk you through this process. If anything, you just have any roadblocks at all, just let me know. You guys can send me a message or just whatever, but let me know. Now, once you have the vision, and I mean, you see it, you see your bank account, you see the love of your life, you're in your purpose, you see what your family's looking like, you see what you're, creating in this world, and just seeing how to optimize and maximize the gifts and the talents you've been given. Like, when you see it, the next thing I need you to do is identify what is between where you are right now and your vision being fulfilled. Again, you see it. You see the fullness of it. You see you walking in your calling, and you see you helping the people, and you're just out here just doing all, empowered by God, strengthened by God, walking in his peace, his joy, his glory is being revealed on your life, your children's life, your man's life, your marriage, your health. I mean, just prosperity and abundance. You see it. But who you are today is not her. So what's standing in between now and where you need to be? We'll take my story, for example. One thing that was standing in between 23-year-old Marlia and 31-year-old Marlia was a man. I had to cut ties with a man that I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life. We had 2 children together. Like, God, I had to say no, though, because that wasn't God's best. And when it comes to total life transformation, you're only going for God's best. You're going for God's best in your health and in your mindset, in your bank account, in your purpose, and in your family, your career. It's all God's best. It's not what you think is best, but it's God's best. So I had to cut off a man. I had to lose some friends. I had to make adjustments. I didn't just make adjustments when I was 23 and 24. I had to just make adjustments at like 30. Yeah, 30. I had written my first book. This was right before I became an accountability coach. This was right before I started creating prayer kits to help people cultivate a better relationship with God. It was right before that. God was like, I need you to let her go. Y'all spending too much time on the phone. Y'all not really productive. Y'all say y'all accountability this and that. And really y'all both holding each other back because y'all just so dependent on each other and y'all wasting time. So he said, cut her off. And it was a very hard conversation. I did cry. But the next month, God blessed me with the idea to start selling the prayer kits I was making for my friends and family. He also said, all of this coaching that you've learned, all of this accountability you've been doing for your own life, you're not going to create your own program and business and help other people to get where you are. That's God. So I had to let go of friends. In the process of leaving who it was that I was then and becoming who I am today, guess what else I had to do? I had to leave a few jobs. Had to leave jobs. I had to do things even when I was afraid. I had to tell people no. I had to be celibate, and I mean celibate, ladies. Learn to have self-control. Self-control is something that is a gift from God, and if you don't have it when it comes to sex, food, your thoughts, if you can't control your thoughts, your anger, God can't trust you and he can't use you. So you want the vision, yet you got things and you got people and you got mindsets, you got attitudes, and you got habits, and you got a lack of self-control, but you're like, God, I want to be there. No, she doesn't get that. She has to transform. You want that? You want that full vision? You're going to have to transform. Okay, total life transformation in every area. Another thing I let go of, my body wasn't reacting as well as I would like to certain foods that I was eating. So I had to stop eating fast food. Like I stopped going to McDonald's and Taco Bell, Wendy's. I don't know. I can't even think of what things are called anymore. Those are like the popular ones. Oh, Taco Bell. Did I say Taco Bell? Probably did. So Taco Bell and just all these things I had to just stop. I had to stop eating. I stopped eating pork, chicken, beef, turkey. I guess those were just the main. Yeah. So I had to, certain things I had to stop. I had to stop drinking a glass of wine every night. I had to stop. I also had to stop drinking juice on a regular. I had to stop eating cake for breakfast. Just because you're skinny does not mean you get to eat everything you want, because it's not really good for your joints and your heart and all those other things. Like, you gotta eat right. So I had to stop. So again, ladies, we know what the vision is for our transformation. We know where it is that we're going, but what's keeping us from being there? Why aren't we her today? Why aren't you her? So I need you to revisit those things. I need you to think about what people in your life can't go with you. A great way of knowing what people can't go with you are, one, people who, when you are with them, you're doing things that don't honor God. You're either talking about things or people, because gossip is a sin. You're talking about people and things. A lot of your conversations just built on negativity and like no hope, no God, no faith. The person that you're associating with or that you're hanging out with, their lives aren't even lives that you even want. Like, you see them being side chicks, you see them struggling in their marriage, you see them struggling with food and with money. Like, those relationships you don't want. Also, do these people rob you of your energy? Like, when they come to you, when they're on your phone, when they're texting you, or when they come over your house, do you feel depleted when they leave, or do you feel energized and super hopeful and excited about life? Most likely you're like, I need a whole chill pill. Now I gotta go watch some TV. Now I gotta have a glass of wine. Now I gotta go call somebody else to talk about this girl. Like, so tell me, ladies, are all of the people that you talk to, and you can go through your text messages, you can go through social media, go through your schedule and who it is that you talk to on a regular basis, but are these people really promoting the vision, or are they keeping you stuck in lack, with a lack of provision? Okay? All right, guys. Now, one thing that I had shared was that I had to stop doing some things like drinking a glass of wine a day. That was a habit of mine. I also had a habit of sleeping in and not spending time with God. I had a habit of watching too much TV, being on social media. If you guys have a copy of my book, I share all of that. I had some habits that had to go. I needed to let go of my laziness, my procrastination, my lack of time management. All of it had to go. So ladies, tell me, and I apologize, this hair is just we're not working right now. But ladies, if you could just please tell me, write it down. What habits do you have? And I'm not asking anyone to share this right now, but I do need you to identify it. It was my sleeping in. How was I supposed to create different sources of income and have money coming in different ways if I didn't actually take, the time? If I didn't take the time to wake up early, spend time with God, who is the one who has all of our answers? I'm actually recording this right here live for the Loving Me Freely Society, ladies. So if you see me looking down a little bit, I've tried so hard not to look, but ladies, I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all so much. But I had to make sure that y'all got a copy of this. But ladies, what are the habits? Are you saying that you need more money, yet you are constantly spending money on drinks, food at restaurants? And it doesn't even have to be like a restaurant. It could just be pizza because you're being too lazy to cook, or you don't make enough time, and that's a whole nother thing. But Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, whatever you're getting, like, are you meal prepping? Are you actually being faithful with the little that you have? Like, these are the habits. You're so quick to spend, or you want to go on a trip, or you want to buy purses and bags. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In this journey from of being this 23-year-old single mom, living in my mom and dad's house, sharing a room with my children, to now having this nice house. Lord, I love my house so much right now. At 31, that's almost on an acre of land, that has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Like, I went through that working for myself full time. I'm not clocking in. I used to work for the government. I'm not down there, downtown in the blizzard. It used to be so cold walking downtown, y'all. I remember my last winter being downtown, and I had just told God, like, the way my legs are set up, they don't got enough meat on them. But I'm being serious though. It was just too cold. Like, God, we're gonna have to do something. Next winter, I don't want to be here. And that next winter, I wasn't there because I ended up putting in my 2-week notice on my at my job. So, ladies, what habits do you need to change? Speaking of my job at the time, while I was at my job, I was changing my habits. I was working out. I was drinking water. I was reading books and listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos. I was trying to learn how to become the woman you see today. I did that years ago. I was perfecting my craft. I was speaking. I was writing. I used to catch the RTA bus to save money and would use that time to write where somebody else could drive me. And one day I do want to have a driver. Lord, I see myself with a driver so that I can work, so that I can record, so I could be present with my kids. Whatever I need to do, I need a driver. I love having a driver. Anyways, so that's what I do. I had to change my habits. So what things are you doing on a daily basis, ladies? Now, if you join my accountability program or if you get connected with the Love Me Freely Society, that's a group that I have for women walking in excellence, my girls right there, you will know that I'm really big on habits, and I provide you guys with things that you can do every single day that will transform your entire life. It's the things you do every day. What are you spending your money on? Who are you spending your time with? What things are robbing you from becoming her, the future her? Total life transformation. You're not going to have the life that you desire to have by doing the things that you've been always doing. The reason you're in your life right now, the reason why you have your current love relationship, the reason why you have the relationship you have with your parents or your siblings or your children or your coworkers, your employers, your employees, whatever relationships you have with your bank account, your health, your mental health. You are where you are because of the habits, the decisions that you make each and every day, all of your choices day after day, those routines, those mindsets, those reactions have you right where you are today. That's not the easiest thing to hear. Trust me. I have 2 coaches that have gotten my entire life together. And it's not always pretty. Yeah, Marlia, you got to stop with that. No, you got to shut up right there. No, you got to get wiser in that area. Be honest. Put in the work. Okay? Life transformation. When we have a vision, ladies, when we're able to see where we're going and where we are now, when we get to see the people and the mindsets and the habits and all of these things, when we see that, it's our job and our responsibility to act on them immediately, ladies. I know we all want to think and believe that we just have forever, but if you haven't realized, we are in the end times and we do not have forever. We don't. Things are getting bad out here. People are not guaranteed a single thing. So why not become who you need to be? Why not get rid of your poverty mindset right now and say, you know what? I'm going to do something that my mom and dad have never done. I'm going to do something that none of my friends have ever done. I am going to be debt free. Not only am I going to be debt free, but I'm going to be the lender and not the borrower. And not only I'm going to lend, but I'm going to lend like they say in the Bible, because God's children give out great. They loan money or give away money like they're just the most generous ever. They're not like these loan sharks with high interest rate. Like God's children like say, hey, you need 50,000. And I actually know a story real quick. My friend's mother owns a daycare, and she said that her startup money came from her brother, who is a man of God, him and his wife, man and woman of God, who were about their business, handling their business, walking in integrity, living life right, and they had an extra $50,000 to invest in her business that she said she paid them back the first year. Not because when she got all this money from the daycare, she was out here flossing. She took a year of being humble and paid back all her debts. And sometimes that's what you got to do too. Just take a year saying, I'm not going to have everything. And that's happened to me many times in my life. I've said, I'm not going to have everything. When we went from living in our 2-bedroom home to getting this house, there were some things that we had to not live with because why? I left my job. Our income was cut tremendously because I was no longer working for the government. Instead, I was trying my best to be an author, a homeschool mom, a wife, a leader, so I couldn't have everything. I couldn't be everywhere. But those are things and mindsets and habits that we got to let go just to get to her. Like, what are you willing to sacrifice? For total life transformation, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything, including yourself. your self-image, your dream for your life. Because my dream for my life was my ex. But I ain't know nothing then either. I thought I knew some stuff. You don't really learn. We all think we know it all. But the fruit in our life shows us. If you don't have peace, it shows. It shows what's going in you. It shows what you're entertaining. It shows what you're around. If you're broke, if you're struggling, it just says a lot about you. So we don't all know too much until our life shows the fruit that we know something and we're applying something. We're just all just trying to make it. So once you are fully aware of the vision, and I'm not saying that you're going to know every part, because I know God, just the way he's been showing up right now, like I didn't even see myself being, like I knew one day I was going to write a book. I know, and I also knew I was going to be a motivational speaker. Like those are my little girl dreams. So I knew those things. But now I'm a coach, never saw that, never thought I would be, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but prayer kits, like creating prayer kits and helping people to talk to God and helping people connect with their children and helping people make money. Like who said Marlika help people move into houses and make their dreams come true? Like I didn't fully see all of this, but God did. So I just know that whatever piece that you have of the vision, just go with it. And then as you walk in obedience, God is going to bless you more and he's going to reveal more to you. So you know the vision. You are now very aware of where the vision is, what it looks like, where you are now. Self-awareness is everything. I got a class on it. Self-awareness is everything. And what and who, what things, what mindsets are keeping you from where you are right now to where it is that you desire to be. Okay? Now, the last thing for total life transformation, ladies, is you're going to have to put in the work. That's it. And by putting in the work, I'm not saying, oh, we're going to take this webinar and we're going to write down a couple of answers and we're going to have an awareness of where it is that we are, where it is that we need to be, what needs to go, change, whatever, and pray about it. No, putting in the work is doing the work, putting in sweat, blood, sweat, tears, acting all day, every day. And I don't mean acting like you're being an actor, but I mean taking action. I mean in full moving mode, not in stagnation, not in, oh, I'm gonna try it today, and then for the next 7 days, I'm not eating the right things, or I'm not saying my affirmations, I'm not doing my meditation, my workouts, I'm not monitoring it. Like, no. To create total life transformation, you are going to have to work, and it is not gonna be easy. I'm going to tell you right now, in my present life and me being who I need to be for you all and for the rest of the women that I serve, that, oh, it comes with tears. It comes with some nights where I'm in my word and I'm crying out for my family, for other people's families that I know, because it's a real war stepping up and being who you want to be, where I'm having, different temptations. Like sometimes life is just so good that all I want to do is eat and just celebrate because life is good. But God is like, no, that's against your goals too, because I don't want you eating that stuff. You know that stuff isn't good for your joints. You know that stuff does all sorts of stuff. And it does sugar and all those things. You're not at your best when you're hyped up on just the food and all the bad food. Like you're not. I also need to wake up every single, yes, oh my goodness, that's not hard. I mean, that's not easy for me all the time, even though I have a habit, so I don't actually need an alarm clock to wake me up. I'm always going to wake up. My body's going to wake up before 6, no matter what, it's going to wake up. Sometime between 4 and 6, 5 something, I'm going to wake up naturally. But if I don't, I get my butt kicked for it. And I don't have the strategy and the strength and the patience that I need to be this woman for my man, for my children, for you all, So it's gonna cause us to do some things that we've never done so that we can have a life that we've never fully seen or experienced. Or maybe you have. Maybe there was a season of your life where everything was right and then it all went wrong and you're wanting to get things back right. But I do believe that this total life transformation, even if you had a little bit of it in the past, is going to be something better than you've ever imagined or experienced. So that means you put in the work. That means you're using things like the self-love checklist and spending time with God, meditating day in and day out. If you want rapid change, if you're like, oh, I don't want to be here in 5 years, I really want to get out of depression next month, Meditate. Meditation will take you, and I share this with my clients. I just recently allowed women to have access to this training. But that mindset renewal, when I fixed my mind on us coming out of lack and stepping into abundance and poverty, we were able to get a house in 26 days when for 2 years they were telling us we couldn't get a house. How did that happen? I stretched my mind, I stretched my faith and belief, and I put in the work. Put in the work is doing what God is telling you to do each and every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it hurts, even when it makes you look dumb or feel stupid. It's saying, I am going to choose this way. I'm going to make this decision because this honors God. Keeps me from being lazy. This keeps me from making bad decisions and procrastinating and doing all of these things. Like, I am going to do what God is asking me to do every day. I'm going to let go of him. I'm going to let go of her. I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to eat this. I'm not spending my money on that. As a matter of fact, I'm selling that or I'm returning that because that is not feeding the vision. That's robbing me of my vision. This trip is robbing me of this vision. This wasting time on social media and watching TV is robbing me of the vision. This people pleasing is robbing me of the vision. This laying up with my man every single night instead of putting in work and holding him accountable to the vision for his life and the vision for my life, like, it is completely keeping me for the vision. I keep on saying I want to get out of depression. I keep on saying I want a better relationship with my children. I keep on saying I want my finances to change. I keep on saying I want to be more confident. I keep on, but you're not experiencing it because you're not putting in the work every day. When I got my life recovery coach, and she is the total life transformation. Like, she's like, you're not going to suck as a wife. Girl, you're going to be loving him. You're going to be serving him. You're going to be patient. You're not going to be sucking as a mother. Your house is going to stay clean every single day. You're going to speak well of yourself. You're going to have confidence. You're going to walk in your purpose. You're going to make money doing your life. When I had my coach, when she got me through that space where I said I wanted it all. I wanted to be the author. I wanted to be the speaker. I wanted to be the wife. I wanted to be the leader, the servant. I wanted to do these things. I had to work. There were things that I had to do every single day for an entire month. She said, no, Marley, if you want to become her, we got to start now. That's why I advise everybody, you got to get a coach, you got to get a mentor, and they need to be on you just in the beginning until you can be by yourself. It takes some time. For some people, it's just 1 month. For others, it's like 3 to 6, depending on how big your goals are, what all you want to change, how deep you want to go. But for me, I put in the work every single day. I had to. Some nights, it'd be 11:30, and part of my goals was taking care of my house and making sure I didn't go to bed with dishes in my sink. And I needed her to break me free because the woman I see in the future, that future vision of me, she don't have a dirty house. She make her bed every single day, and that's something that I do love, and I'm so happy I do that. But has a clean kitchen, isn't lazy. Her floors are clean. Her walls are clean. Like, that's what I want to be. So I got to put in the work now. I want to have patience with my children. I want to love them. I want to make time for them. Every single week, I want to make sure that I am present. I also want to make sure that I'm teaching them the things that they know and not the things that the schools say that they need to know. Many of us are products of our environment, products of the broken school system, products of broken homes and all sorts of different things. A lot of y'all, the things that really help us to be successful, we didn't even learn in school. So make sure you're teaching your children that, like having a relationship with God, actually doing what the Bible says. Many women don't even know what the Bible says. They just know what the pastor teaches. And sometimes the pastor doesn't even give you the full context, doesn't even give you the full scripture, and says something that's really nice and fluffy, but really God was saying to tame your flesh. That's transformation. You want to experience something different, you're going to have to do something different. You're going to have to do it every single day. Because you've done things every single day. You called him every day. You picked them up every day. You gave her money every week. You were on the phone with her you know the things. You want something different, you're going to have to change your habits and the things that you do and you think and you speak every day. Lastly, ladies, total life transformation has to come with a major source of accountability. I'm here before you guys now because I had someone holding me accountable to my celibacy. I had somebody holding me accountable to not drinking and being in the streets. I had someone holding me accountable to making money doing what I love. I had somebody holding me accountable to walking in my purpose. I had somebody holding me accountable to become this free woman that's not depressed, that's not anxious, that has peace, and then walking in her purpose. I had somebody every single day. I talked to my coach daily, and I went to her group every single week. I drove from Cleveland to Akron. If you're not from this area, that's a good 30 minutes away. Every single week, just to make sure that I stayed connected with the girls and did the work that I said I was going to produce in 7 days. The reason that you have not got where you desire to be financially, mentally, emotionally, while your friendships aren't blossoming, why you haven't reached your health goals and all those things, and why your dreams haven't come true, and why you haven't had the major self-love and appreciation and ability to just walk with no fear. The reason, ladies, because you haven't had anybody that made sure you did it. You had your pastor every Sunday giving you a word that had you living all of right for a few hours, and by 7 o'clock at night, you was watching some crazy show, okay? You had the one coach, or maybe the group that you went with that you work out with every week. So you're working out Tuesday and Thursday, but on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you don't get it done because you don't have accountability. You don't have anybody making sure that you're doing it. You don't have anybody supporting you day in and day out and checking in with you, making sure that you are aware and you're getting it done. You don't have all the money that you desire to have because, one, you don't have a plan. And I'm really big on planning. If you've ever worked with me, well, you guys haven't worked with me, but in my accountability coaching program, I make sure that my ladies have a plan that takes them from where they are to the vision that they see. We get down to the details. Not only do we get to the details, but I hold them to the detail. Monday morning, hey, this is what we're going to do Monday morning. All right, how's your morning going? How can I serve you? Okay, I think that's great. All right, let me do another check-in. And all day, every day, I am right there with you, making sure that you are seeing and not just seeing, but are experiencing the fruit of your labor, that you are getting your jobs done, that you are renewing your mindset, that you are being patient with your children and having all of these experiences that God desires you to have every single day, that you're doing the work and living the life that you desire to live. I know you all desire to be something greater than you are. I know that you want to have your family relationship change, even your relationship with yourself. Ladies, I've gotten the emails and I read through them and I'm just like, God, these women want total life transformation. And I want you to know that with God's help, we're not going to be able to do anything without God. We need him. He's the one. He says, don't lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on what Denise says. Don't lean on what Brittany says. Do not lean on what Asia is saying right now. Don't lean on your own understanding. But all of your ways, that means in your finances, with your health, with your body, your career, your purpose, in all your ways, you got to acknowledge him. And he will direct your path. Ladies, I believe that every single vision that you have can come to pass if you do the work. If you see the vision, do the work, stay accountable every single day, and your life will change. If you don't believe me, you have to believe me, right? Because this is what I'm doing. I'm here serving you guys right now, not needing to get up and go to a job that I hate, about to go upstairs with a man that I love, just tucked in the kids that are mine, that I love, that are really well-behaved kids that nobody complains about because they're good kids, smart kids, that know God. I'm able to do all of this at the age of 31, help other women to get from point A to point B to point C every single day because, one, I love myself more. I said I'm going to love myself unconditionally. I'm going to get the best relationship ever, have the best body after having children that I could possibly have, eat the best foods, live in the best neighborhood that I can create. With God, he says that we co-create with him. We have the ability to create wealth and abundance with him.
I'm doing it all. I'm going to transform. I'm no longer going to be depressed. I'm no longer going to be negative. I'm no longer going to be angry and bitter and have unforgiveness and be sick. Like, I'm not doing anymore. I want total life transformation. Every single area of my life that can change, I want it, and I want it now. And now I have it because I saw her. I knew that being a single mom, being sad and down and jobless, I knew that wasn't my life. I saw something greater. I had this hope and this desire and this understanding of just knowing that it was something better. I saw that. And every day I put in the work. I got accountability. I broke the habits. I made adjustments. I let go of people. I was faithful with my finances, with my body, my tempo. I honored that. With my time with God. I did all these things. And now I'm here. And this is just the beginning. My husband and I deeply believe that we will be multi-billionaires. So everything you see right now, this is just the beginning. Y'all gonna remember this video. But the dreams that I shared with y'all in the past, when I saw the whole vision, oh, it's all happening in Jesus' name. So ladies, what I want to do for you guys right now is let you guys know that if you do all these things, I mean, see the vision, figure out what's between where you are right now, what's the people, the habits, and the mindset. Some people can't make money because they have this poverty mindset that this is how it's always going to be. So I'm always going to be here like y'all making decisions each and every day because your minds are messed up. You're in depression because you can't see yourself free. You're having all these habits and these sicknesses because everybody around you is just there, and yet you can't see the vision. You can't really see yourself. So the mindset has to go. The habits have to go. People, the relationships gotta be let go of, or they gotta be modified and changed. Ladies, if you wanna be her, I need you every single day figuring out what needs to go, making the adjustments immediately, getting accountability, saying I'm not gonna just be good for the first month of January, but every day in February, every day in March, every day until I see the full vision. And as God blesses your vision and creates more, you start getting that too. You stay hungry, stay ready. Yes, you're gonna have some days where you don't feel like it, and it's okay. Take your naps, drink your tea, my Moroccan mint green tea. It's not as warm as I like, but I'll take it. But we do the work, we eat what's right, we work out, we do the meditation, the affirmation, we get a coach, we get into accountability groups, and we do everything that we can to transform our entire lives. Ladies, there is nothing impossible for you. I'm just some average girl from Bedford Heights, Ohio, that has literally been able to create my dream life with God's help, having a clear vision, putting in the work, and not stopping until I see everything that I desire. So that means I'm still working and I'm still going until all the things that I see happen. Ladies, I want you to know that I'm here for you, that whatever you need, anything that you see, all the things that I've shared with you that I've done, I can and will do them for you. I want you to know that this replay will be available on the Love Me Freely website. This is a group, a space of women walking in excellence who are desiring to love themselves more unconditionally, flaws and all, saying, I'm gonna love myself with my mind and I'm gonna come out of depression. I'm gonna love myself with my money and I'm gonna stop spending things on all the things that my flesh wants and really invest and do the things that I need to do. I'm gonna love myself more and let go of this man. I'm gonna love myself more and stop having sex with so-and-so. I'm gonna love myself more and become the wife and the mother. I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna pursue my dreams day in and day out because I love me freely. So I would love for you ladies to join me at www.lovingmefreely.com/society. Again, lovingmefreely.com/society. This is a monthly membership group where I am teaching you and I'm assisting you on your journey each and every day. You have me, you have my trainings, unlimited access to whatever you need from me. I call it a self-love gym because we talk about all areas of life. We get our minds right, our bodies right, our finances right. We're working on our goals, our future, our dreams, it all. That space is for you. I also want you to know that outside of creating this environment, the Loving Me Freely environment and community, you guys also have access to all of my coaching. I would love to actually walk you through this process, making sure that your vision is fulfilled. I will help you not only to see the vision, but I will also assist you with breaking free of the things that are keeping you from the vision and getting you on a plan that will create your life very quickly. A lot of you guys, unfortunately, have been on this journey and this journey for so long that literally you would probably stay in the journey. You would still be dealing with the same mess in your mind and the struggles that you have in your thoughts, your fleshly desires, your lack of self-control. Yeah, you would be there. You would still be talking to the same girls and having a similar bank account, or only maybe just making it as much as the people around you have, like, because your circle isn't that great, probably. I mean, we all have people that we're connected to, and I do believe that you guys are on the right path, but there is somebody, and I believe it, because we all have someone. Even the best of person, sometimes those relationships have to be modified, and I believe that if you continue, if you don't get the right support, if you don't get the right direction, you can stay in this space. The hope is to be better than our parents ever were, better than our ancestors ever were, so that we can be their fulfilled prayers, that we can be everything that God desires us to be, that we can be everything that Jesus died for. We gotta be better. We gotta evolve, and that will just lead the way for our children and our family members and the people in our communities to just build upon what we've already built. So I want to know, what are you building? What legacy are you leaving? What transformation are you going to have? Ladies, this is Total Life Transformation with Marlia Breon Hall. It's my hope that you guys have been able to see the vision, that you guys not only see the vision, but you guys see where you are right now and what and who and what things and habits are keeping you from obtaining the vision. Not only are you guys able to be aware of that, but you guys are ready to start putting plans into action on how you can monitor. Monitor, but I was gonna say monitor. God, I feel like you want me to say monetize. All right, Lord. So we're gonna be talking about making some money. But ladies, how you are able to modify your relationships and adjust your habits and break free from mindsets and people and things that are keeping you from where you're able to be. You're able to plug in to some accountability, get you some coaching and some direction for people that really have walked the walk or are walking it with you, that can get you to where you need to be and get to the money, get to the purpose, get to doing what it is that you love every single day and actually getting paid for it. Like your gifts and talents. If you want to sing, you know you can spend the rest of your life singing, and the Lord, your gifts make room for you singing and teaching people how to be fashionable and teaching people your knowledge of policies, everything. If you want to learn more about your purpose, we are currently doing that right now in the Loving Me Freely Society. I'm helping women to actually do the things that they love every single day. I would love for you to join me. So please, let's connect. Again, you can meet me at www.lovingmefreely.com/society. You can also check out my website where I have products, research, and resources for you at Marlia, MARLIA, Breon, BRYONNE.com. Again, that's MarliaBreon.com. Follow me on Instagram, Marlia Breon Hall, Facebook, Marlia Breon Hall, LinkedIn, Marlia Breon Hall. I am simply here to just be a light and to serve women, letting them know that nothing is impossible. So it's my hope that you will be ready to totally transform your life, because you are deserving of total life transformation. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.